Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Orcs Must Die. As you can see here on our screen, we have been granted Steam Trap. It's an interesting one. You plop it down on the ground, and it pops orcs to walk over it up in the air, and then they can't move. They're just kind of stuck there for a couple seconds. And then after it drops them off and they continue on their way, they can't move for a little while. I'm not planning on using this trap. I find tar much more effective. The reason being, I don't think this works on large enemies like ogres. I don't think it works on the... Well, I don't know if it works on the super tiny ones, like little kobold runners. I don't know. But then the fact that it fires, and then you have to wait for it to reset, and then it fires again... I think tar is much better all around because it slows down everything that walks through it, and it never has to reset. It's just always running. So, probably not going to use the steam trap.
I feel more connected to the rifts every time I defend one. It's like they're filling my head with more smartness.
Alright, so we're going to look at our enemies before doing anything else. We've seen the first four. The new one here is the Hellbat. Flying enemy that avoids floor traps. That's what I was afraid of. This one felt a little familiar to me. Okay, so first things first, let's check out the layout here. So door on this side. Rift over on the opposite side. Enemies come down here. They're going to have to kind of snake their way along the ground here. Ah, there's a second door that we're going to have to worry about. Good to know. Makes it not very worthwhile to load up with traps on the back end there. We're going to want to put them all kind of on the other side of this secondary door here. And then, yep, things have just shot down here towards the rift. There's stairs. There's an upper balcony here. The game has given us a couple of archers. Archers are... Well, honestly, archers are about our only real defense against flyers at this point, so archers are going to be a must. That is 100% for sure. What other traps do we bring? So, tar, arrow wall, and the archer. Those are kind of our staples at this point. Let's check out our wall situation here. So we do have some wall along here. I mean, there's a pretty good gap for things to walk across. There are acid pits around here. We could potentially go with the floor traps, the launchers. It's going to be kind of tough to coordinate, though, because, you know, how far back do I place a launcher? I could place them here and launch things over to the side. That might work. Yeah, we can give that a shot. I got to be careful. I don't want to launch anything where it could accidentally, you know... I don't want to accidentally launch enemies up top to where I'm going to be placing the archers. That would be really bad. Yeah, let's bring those along. Shock Zapper is pretty good at hitting flyers, but there's not really much in the way of ceiling to place those on, so kind of forget that idea. What else? Probably going to do the floor Scorchers. We have a lot of floor real estate here. Lack of a better term. So I think the floor Scorchers are going to be helpful here.
That's going to leave a mark.
I don't want to place too many floor traps at this point. I'd rather do a lot of archers. And again, as we saw last time, my archers were wiped out by the orc crossbowmen. Come on, I saw a little green spot. Placement of archers is quite fussy. I believe I've mentioned that in the past. So if I'm going to do archers, I'm going to want them all concentrated in one area so that they can wipe out any crossbow orcs. So this guy down here, not one of mine. He's one of the ones that was given to us just in the level. I can't remove him or place him somewhere else or anything like that. He's probably going to get wiped out by archers, so I'm just going to kind of ignore that one. Pretend I don't have him. Let him die, not worry about him too much. Maybe I could give him a bunch of buddies down here to assist, but Honestly, don't really think it's worth it at this point.
My paycheck.
I don't think any orcs are going to bother going up the stairs there. So I'm really going to not worry about, you know, traps along the stairs. That's why I didn't bother with barricades or anything like that. Another thing that we're going to have to be very conscious of in this level is kind of the zigzaggy nature of it and how the fact that we could easily just fall off. So if and when we're running away from ogres, I gotta be really careful to not accidentally just walk off the edge. Oops, didn't mean to lift it up.
This'll hurt.
So we'll do that. There's nothing along the walls here yet, but I'm going to be putting up my arrow traps at some point. We can't see right now, but I don't think the arrow traps will actually cover... like, I don't think they'll reach all the way across here. So those are the flyers. They do what you would imagine. They just kind of hover there and fly across. Yeah, and we can see the orcs taking shots at that archer there. He's losing a bit of health. That's okay. I've kind of written him off as being a bit of a lost cause. Starting to think that getting tar down would be pretty worthwhile. The flyers can also do damage to me if I get close. Just gonna kind of rely on the archers to take them down. I'm probably gonna want to put down some archers back here by the rift. Not probably. I'm absolutely gonna want to do that, just to make sure that my archers are. Make sure that I always have archers shooting at the Firebats.
Yeah!
So let's actually do that right now. Let's get 2 of them down here. Well, got one of those up. That'll be good for now.
They'll like this one.
We'll do that. That'll help. Ideally, I'm going to want a bunch of tar around here. Maybe put air traps against those walls? I don't know. Runners. Runners are tricky because I think if they run like over the tops of these traps, they will get all the way across the traps before they actually fire. So they... Not only will they not get launched, but it'll waste my spring trap if there's nothing immediately behind the runners. That's bad.
Yes!
Let's rethink what I was doing here a little bit. So let's...
This won't hurt a bit.
Those will help. It looks like we are going to have creatures coming from inside that other door now.
It'll hurt a lot.
Let's start doing something like this. And that will be good for now, and I'm going to get more tar here and start working on more archers when I get the chance. That'll help us a lot. These fire traps are very, very effective.
Go faster!
Let's do that. Kill a bunch of orcs all at once. I was hoping that I could have gotten that flyer at the same time. It's okay, though. That's what the archers are for. Something dropped a coin over here. Did we kill an ogre? Huh. Something happened. Oops, didn't mean to drop that thing. Oh yeah, also... The Firebats can explode when they die. We've been seeing that for a little bit now. I haven't really commented on it. Alright, got 2 archers back here. I don't know, that archer up front there is surprisingly still alive, considering I just abandoned him to his fate. I was really expecting him to have died by now. Ah, the kobold runners, that's what's dropping the coins. I forgot that they can drop coins. Let's grab this.
Go that way. What?
Oh yeah! Ugh, what a mess.
Yeah, I love those floor scorchers. Alright, that was pretty effective. Let's
Like catnip.
add a couple of traps over here. I'm not going to put tar because I don't want to slow enemies down at this point. I either want to kill them or get them up to my main like pillbox area as quickly as possible. Yeah, okay, more archers over here. That's going to be my plan now. Also, when you look at a trap, you can see that red bar, like where an enemy's HP would be. That shows you how quickly the trap is recharging and how soon it'll be back.
Don't kill me!
And also just whether or not it's charged and ready to fire again or not. Oh man. Those crossbow orcs are jerks.
Yeah!
Maybe put a couple of archers over here. This side. What else do I want to do? Maybe put an arrow wall on here to kind of thin out the numbers a little bit. Haven't really done anything with the spring traps.
Fly us!
We can give these a shot here. See if they do anything worthwhile.
Sweet! Ugh! I think I'm gonna be sick.
And we're gonna need more than just those spring traps. However, judging by... Oh, all the orcs just walked around them completely.
For this.
There's some fire from the bats. That's what I've been waiting for.
Aw, look who has no arm! An archer has fallen!
Hey, he finally got killed. Surprised he held out that long.
Sweet!
Oh, that's gonna do much.
Did he ever have too many traps?
So we'll try that. We'll see if those help. Although it's not gonna help against Mr. Ogre here.
Good times!
Best way to deal with ogres, if you haven't figured it out by now, is use their own tricks against them and just try to keep him as stunned as possible. Also, watch out, because when he decides that he wants to kill you, he will just sprint towards you. Can I stun him here, please? Oh, I missed, apparently. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. Stunning him in range of your traps or in range of your archers is probably the best thing you can do, because, as you might guess, then he will just, you know, be constantly shot at by your archers or hit by your traps, whatever the case might be. Can we do fire there? We can. Let's see if those help.
Fires in the air! Bye-bye.
Also, headshots are pretty effective against the ogres. Are those spring traps even doing anything at all? It launched a couple orcs. Not a ton, though. Frankly, I'm not very impressed. Do more archers, though. Although this is the final wave, so as soon as these flyers are dead, we're probably done. Oops.
It's like making
There we go.
salsa.
Very cool. So unless we missed the par time, we should have gotten 5 skulls. Oh, 4. So what was par? Ooh, we were 21 seconds over. Yeah, so we would have to do that much quicker. Which could probably be done. I spent a lot of time kind of goofing around in between waves. Oh well, we'll just add that to the list of levels that I need to do over again. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.